Hey you guys, what's up and welcome back to a new video. I was given the opportunity to participate in a confidential test server or test version of Arena Breakout Infinite where I got to experience the new upcoming updates and game modes for Season 2. Now I understand the title of this video may throw you off, but this is my perspective of playing this confidential test server, and this video aims to discuss both the positives and negatives of the experience I have on both the main version and this test version. To respect and follow the guidelines instructed by us by the devs, I'm not sure if it still applies to this day. The gameplay you see now on the screen is from the main branch or the main version of the game, and anything related to the confidential test server is only through commentary. Let's start with the positives. As we start off with the new season, you will immediately notice a lot of improvements on the main menu screen on how the overall navigation through menus feel and as you play and progress through each mission and the raids that you do. The UI changes are mostly relocations, but this is a subtle feeling of a good feeling for me, as it relieves you of the frustration of jumping in between your escape button and your mouse clicks. Now we move to the main highlight of this future update, which is the official entry of Northridge as a playable map in the PC version. I have seen and played on this map before on the mobile version, and personally I've enjoyed the map being a vast display of hills, mountains, and trees, which gives more of a contradiction between roaming around a relaxing view but also exposing yourself to more danger if you are not careful. You can get a sense of appreciation at each point of interest within the given detail and a better textures that if compared to its mobile counterpart. I personally enjoyed raiding the hotel area. It provides a lot of mid to high value loot spawns, challenging NPCs, and PvP falls into scenarios of verticality with differences in floor levels, and also develops a sense of fear with so many rooms and corners that may be the end of you if you are not careful. Missions here are also challenging as they come, as in some situations you are required to expose yourself in an open area just to be able to complete the objective. And again, I cannot highlight enough how good the environment looks, even on an RTX 2060, which I played this version on. The visuals look really good, well detailed, and really immerses you as if you're actually within the confines of the Northridge Hotel. But this is not just me glazing on the hotel, but every other area is also given the same treatment, with both the sewage plant and the cable car stations being hot zones in their own way. Overall, the map is what we saw on the mobile version, but instead it was given a high definition treatment that it deserved. Moving on to the next feature, solo mode has been introduced to the game. Not much to discuss here honestly, as the game mode speaks for itself. No more worries of hopping in raids to fight full stack teams, as you can now participate in raids against other solo players as well. This basically checks off that issue and should be an enjoyable experience for players who tend to choose to play in solitude. There were other features in this version that I never got to try due to some time constraints, server latency, and the actual features themselves being unable to be accessed. But one feature that I did get to playtest a lot was their new game mode called Secure Ops. This is a new game mode where everything you bring except consumables such as bullets and medical items will not be lost upon death. Sounds amazing, right? It immediately removes the gear fear that most players have when participating in raids. But there is a catch when you hop on this specific game mode. The catch is that every item that you loot in this game mode will not be transferable to your storage or sellable to the market, because after each raid, they will all be automatically converted into coins depending on the rarity of their value. This game mode provides players an opportunity to try out new kits, practice more of the PvP, and also gain some familiarity with maps that they rarely visit due to that gear fear that they experience. Yes, it may take away the essence and the anxiety attack that gear fear tends to give you, but it is a good option for those who just want to chill with the game without having to worry of the imminent gear loss upon death, and also earn some money with successful raids along the way. Apart from all of this, there are also a lot of quality of life improvements such as smoother inventory management, auto-rotating items, auto-secure case storage of high-value items, matchmaking optimizations, direct purchase of weapon camos, and more. So those are mostly the positives that I can fairly give this future season. But there are still some glaring issues that severely affect the game as a whole. Firstly, as expected, the use of thermals is still the meta for most high-geared players, and shows that concerns for fixing or resolving this problem was not giving any attention. Added to the fact that the bullet nerfs applied in this past season will also stay the same. This will definitely sting for the majority of the player base who are looking to give the game another chance, and potentially seeing some of these players walk away completely. Secondly is the low player numbers. I know this was a test version of the game, and selected people were invited to participate, but there was even a lack of interest in participation from the people who were invited themselves. Matchmaking times took longer to 4 to 6 minutes or more, and most of the people that I got a chance to team up with are either from the European or American servers. Given that we were informed ahead of time, they did state to add more server regions if more players from those specific regions join in. But for the entire test period, no other server region was added. So going back, it raises the concern if this new season will reignite, no pun intended, that specific spark and give new and dedicated players play the game for the long run. As much as More Fun Studios tends to share their progress and future updates on social media, the interest levels on each update has dwindled over time. I think it's time. It's time for them to release on Steam and reach a wider global market. Although yes, the game is accessible for free on their website, but having access to the game through Steam is another level. People claim that the developers are hesitant to release on Steam as they will be met with the impending doom of negative review bombs and could possibly kick out the game from the platform entirely. In my opinion, that's just a bullet that they should be willing to take. They chose this road of pay-to-win mechanics and gacha systems heavily influenced from the mobile version of the game, and they should die on the same hill as well. The Steam community is PC dominant, hands down, and unlike Eastern countries who grew to accept these kinds of monetization systems or practices, the majority of the Western audience would not be as easy to convince. But again, this can all fall down to player preference and not participate in such systems, which is likely to happen and will severely hit Arena Breakout financially in the long term. A free-to-play title that has the least interesting monetization setup will cost more than it will earn and will easily reflect within the game's progress in development and crucial improvements. I could list down a bunch of ideas that they could do, but I won't do that, because More Fun Studios already know what they should do. They just refuse to take any other option, rather than the familiar tree that they've already grown in the mobile market. All I can say is, if they want to save this game's future, they should be willing to take risks and adapt to a new environment. And yeah, this is where I close this video. Those are my thoughts about this past Season 2 preview, and would like to know what you guys think about the new and upcoming season. What new features and game modes are you excited for? What can you say about thermal still being the issue within the game? And are you excited for solo mode? Please let me know in the comments section down below. I do really hope that we see a huge spike in growth in terms of player numbers for Arena Breakout. This game is awesome and just needs to make some important decisions to take to finally take off. Leave a like if you found this video useful. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you guys in Kamona.